Hello and welcome. Thank you for joining me at the table. I'm Thomas Dodderwick, and today I have the pleasure of sitting down with Miss Becky Pugh, our Director of Mission Advancement here at the Diocese of Great Falls-Billings. And today she comes with a big thank you in mind. And so what is that thank you all about, Becky?
Absolutely. I'm just really excited. We just wrapped up our annual Catholic Appeal for 2023, at least the active campaign portion. And we are super excited to celebrate that we've actually officially hit 90%. So we've hit 90% of goal after just 4 months. And so I just want to say thank you to everybody who has contributed, whether that was through gifts, through prayer, through helping with the campaign. We're just really excited that we actually hit the 1.5 mark, and we've actually hit the 90% because we crossed over $1.53 million thus far.
That is a huge number that we've not seen in campaigns past, really, have we?
Correct, especially this early. I mean, this is just unbelievable. Usually about this time, we're hitting maybe $1 million, and we've already hit the 1.53. So it's very exciting.
What did you do different this year that really is bringing about this fruit?
I think that there's been a number of things that have changed. The biggest change, of course, is the direction of the appeal. 2 years ago, we made a big change. We went from having assessments for all of our parishes where your parish was told how much money you needed to raise. And if the parish didn't raise that much money, then the church actually was supposed to pay the difference. Well, that wasn't working. We actually forgave over $800,000 worth of care and share debt last year. And then we started this new true appeal approach where we were really just counting on our Catholic family of Eastern Montana to give what they can give. And last year we reached 1.385 in the full 9 months that there was of the appeal. This year we're, like I said, already at 1.5, but we really have just trusted that people will give. And I think that as more and more people are understanding that there's no longer an assessment, people are being much more generous. People really are saying, okay, I need to do my part. I need to contribute to the diocese. And so I think that's probably the biggest change, was just how we were running the appeal.
And why was that important? I know that the bishops wanted to see this change. I know there was a lot of discussion throughout the diocese. Why is that kind of approach of an authentic appeal important?
Well, I think the biggest thing is just what you said, the authenticity of it. We really are trusting for our Catholic brothers and sisters to give what they can give. This isn't something that's forced, but rather what we wanted to do was to be transparent, number one, about what does the appeal pay for? A lot of people didn't even understand that. And then number two, why is it important for all of us to give? Like, I already give to my church. Why do I need to give to the diocese? That's a question that I got a lot this year. And so in being able to explain all of the ministries and the services of the diocese that are supported through the annual Catholic Appeal, people truly wanted to give. They found causes and ministries that they thought, I really want to support this. We already have a tax on our churches. And so we didn't want this to be a second tax. We really wanted for people to give because they felt compelled to and they wanted to.
I know this year you highlighted a number of those ministries that were funded through the annual Catholic Appeal. What are some of those highlights that you shared this year that somebody may have missed in their bulletin?
Well, I think that everybody pretty much knows that priests are supported through our appeal. And that includes from the time that they enter seminary, as they get started, and then into retirement. And we've talked about that a lot over the years. But some of the other things that are supported are things like our properties and facilities. And this one really hits home for me because I traveled throughout the diocese this year and got to see some of the fruits of our labor, so to speak. So our properties and facilities manager, Jerry Horton, actually goes out. He travels, I think he's more out in the diocese than he is here in the office. I got to see him today. And so I was like, whoa, wait, Jerry. But he travels all over the diocese to help whenever there's an issue. So Glentana had a tornado and it ripped off the roof roof of their parish hall. We've had boilers break. We've had pipes freeze and break, wind damage, heat damage, cold damage, all of these things. And churches don't necessarily know how to manage that. I mean, I don't even know how to manage that at my home, let alone if I was doing that for a church. So now we have this expert who actually can go out and help walk them through the process, help them with their insurance claims, help them with if they're like, Rocky Boy just built a brand new church. He helps them through that process at no charge to the parish. That's one of the ministries that is supported. And that one has been really exciting to talk to people about because it's something tangible that they can actually see. Some of the other things that we've been working on, though, is supporting positions like yours, where we're working with lifelong faith formation. And we've been much more involved with that this year, whether it's the Eucharistic Revival, or the domestic pilgrimage coming up, or even the youth event that's in the works and planning. The diocese helps to support that. And that's done through those annual Catholic Appeal dollars. So we couldn't do that if we didn't have people contributing.
This video is really going to be the last time that we formally talk about the 2023 annual Catholic Appeal, because you're going to start turning your attention to other things, and also preparing for 2024.
Yes.
That in and of itself is going to be a huge shift throughout the diocese. And so why is it so important that we not hear constantly about the annual Catholic Appeal through the whole year and confine it just to the short term?
This was a biggie for me. In the past with Care and Share, we really talked about it throughout the year because our goal was to hit we wanted to hit our goal, right? And so we kept talking about it, kept doing asks until we would hit that number, or until with the assessments, we should hit that number. Again, we forgave over $800,000 worth of debt. So we know that it wasn't exactly working. But for me, there is this donor fatigue. You get tired of hearing people like ask over and over for money. And so for me, it was really, really important that we just condense this down to a very set specific amount of time. So we've chose to do that for 4 months. And the reason for that is we want to focus more on what the good work we're doing with that money in that other 8 months. So yes, we're asking for 4 months and we're spending a lot of focus. And a lot of that focus this year was just sharing the ministries. Every week we focused on a different ministry and how that was supported through the annual Catholic Appeal. But we didn't want to keep asking people for money. We want to focus on some of the other good work and then also focus on other ways that we can help our parishes and our churches. And so that's really exciting for me because now I can turn my focus to grants or to assisting with fundraising or helping with just spreading the news about what we are doing.
I know we're short of our goal, but we still should celebrate where we are. People can still give, though, of course. Yeah. Let's not cut them off. But we hit a huge number. I mean, 90% of goal. I know this year we also focused on participation.
Yes.
Do you know any of those figures off the top of your mind?
I do. I wrote them down.
Good.
Because I didn't want to get them wrong. But so far we've received over 3,510 gifts. And that's from individuals and families throughout Eastern Montana. We actually even received some donations outside of Montana to help our appeal, which was really exciting. That's actually, we're at 29% of overall participation, which is just a huge amount of growth. Yeah. Usually we've been averaging right between 21 to 23%. So we're already seeing that growth. Last year, we only had 3,300 givers at the end of the year. And so we've already exceeded that by over 200. Now, like you said, we are just a little bit short of the overall goal from a financial standpoint, and people can still give. Well, we're not actively doing any more asks. People can give through December 31st 2023. And I know that that's really important because a lot of people want to give once they harvest their crops or once they sell their cattle or their sheep or whatever. That's when they are able to make that contribution. And then we also have a number of people who like to wait for that end of the year boost. They like to see where they're at financially and then be able to give. So we're really hoping and we're trusting and believing and we're continuing to pray that we'll hit that goal this year so that we can continue this appeal approach.
And if there is a rancher out there who does contribute after their harvest, whether that be of cattle or of the crop or whatever, or somebody has stocks that they cash in at the end of the year or whatever, how is it that those people can do that?
Well, you can continue to give online at our website. If you kept the envelopes, which I'm surprised how many people have kept those, but have kept your envelopes, you're able to do that, or you're able to just give us a call here at the Chancery and talk to me, and I can help you do that over the phone, by mail, online, whatever it is that they want to do.
As a special thank you, I know we've got a special video that we're going to tack on right here to this video. And so share a little bit about what that thank you is and how we're just going to celebrate once again that, yeah, we're not quite there, but by golly, this is a pretty big deal that we're at 90% of our overall goal and that our participation rate is so high.
Well, I'm really excited that we're able to share this video. I have to be really honest with you. I was hoping for it from the very beginning, but when we were making the video for the annual Catholic Appeal, we just had a lot of fun. It was you and I, and then we had Bishop Orfel and Bishop Fleming, and Thomas just did a great job with filming and was able to capture some bloopers, and that included like me helping to adjust things and reminding people to just relax a little bit, and so we had a blooper video that, of course, was put together. This year, we actually started the St. Matthias Giving Circle as well. And at those dinners, the bishops had given us permission to be able to show this blooper video, and everybody absolutely loved it. It's a great way to be able to see the personality of our bishops. And so once we hit this number, the bishops actually gave us permission to go ahead and share that video with you as part of our thank you, just for being so generous and for giving, because it doesn't matter so much the amount that people gave, but that they gave. And we knew that if we could have everybody give at least a little, that we would be able to accomplish a lot. And our expectations were far surpassed what we thought we would be doing in just those 4 months. And so once we kind of were just celebrating where we were at, the bishop said, okay, go ahead. And they pushed the button to say go. And so we're going to share that with all of you. And I hope that you guys enjoy it as much as we do.
Becky, thank you for all you do for the annual Catholic Appeal, for all of the ministries throughout the diocese, and just for sharing some information today about the 2023 Annual Catholic Appeal.
Thank you for giving me the chance to come and just saying thank you to everybody, getting to celebrate it, and then just making sure that if you haven't had that chance or that opportunity to donate, knowing that you still can. But really, ultimately, this is the biggest thank you and celebration.
Now to the bishops.
God has given us everything. He gave us His Son so that we may have abundant life. And I just ran out of the text.
We are an offering. All that we have, all that we all. Sorry, it's a little fast. We can slow down just a.
Yeah. We hope that this video has helped you to see the importance of the ministries and services that our diocese provides for our Catholic, that our diocese.
Because it's going.
There's a little bit of this.
Exactly.
Your contributions to the annual Catholic Appeal will help your local churches, schools, and Catholic families. Here are a couple of the ways that the Affordable Care Act
All right.
The Diocese Human Resources helps to ensure that local priest parishes
In our diocese, we have 50 churches and 50 missions where Mass is regularly celebrated. To continue.
Remember the dueling pianos.
That video is not getting inserted.
R-O-C-K.
You. We need you. Yeah. To our appeal.
Glad I was willing for that.
You don't think that'll cut it?
Well, he taped it.
I flubbed the line in there. Get off my case. Oh, I mean, you got all that on camera?
You did.
Not all of it, but some of that will make the blooper reel.